How are we keeping, guys? It's David here from Doc Fitness, and this is another question around how many meals, mainly directed at fat loss, and we'll say leaning up. But it can also apply to, we'll say, when someone is gaining muscle, gaining weight as well. So let's dive into it. So without getting like too sciencey into this video, I'm going to put any reference links in the description box of the YouTube video if anybody wants to kind of geek out more on those. But basically, this is a very, very simple way to answer this. The main kind of priority I look at when it comes to meals is that it's going to come down to preference, number one, and number two, it's going to come down to your lifestyle as well. Like, what's the point in beating yourself up if you're somebody who maybe could do without breakfast and maybe prolong it for an hour later? That might suit your day better. Those type of things, like, or if you're busy throughout a certain period of a day and you're worrying about getting in food and you're stressing out because of it, maybe you could be better off getting that in earlier or later that day or that time or whatever it is for you. So a lot of this comes back to preference, what you prefer. Do you prefer eating 5 small meals a day? Do you prefer eating 3 big meals a day? Do you prefer eating 3 kind of medium-sized meals and a bit of a snack? Do you prefer eating 4 kind of medium-sized meals? Again, what would you prefer? Because I'm going to bring over the whiteboard here and have a look at this. So if you look at these dips here, right, you can look at this as a meal by meal basis, right? So let's just pretend that this is breakfast, lunch and dinner, okay? Now, let's pretend that this person, let's just say this is me, and I require 2,000 calories to drop weight, let's say, right? This here is when we eat a meal, right? This means that we're taking in energy. So it's an energy surplus, right? Calorie surplus. Down here then is when we're in an actual energy deficit, right? So if I was to lose weight, this has to be more, let's say, than this across the day and across the week, right? If this part of my meals I end up eating more than I would say expanding my energy, I'm going to gain weight. So that's weight loss 101, right? Now, what if I have my breakfast, my lunch, and my dinner? I eat 3 main meals a day. It suits my lifestyle. I enjoy it. This way I've always done it. And based on this 2,000 calories, let's just say that these meals are roughly 666 calories. I think that's what it breaks down to. So 66 calories across the day. Now, what if I'm someone who I prefer 4 main meals a day? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's just say that's 1, 2, 3, 4 here. If it was the same 2,000 calories, these meals are just going to be a bit smaller. So hypothetically speaking, 500 calories per meal. So that should kind of make sense. Like, it doesn't really matter because it's still equaling the 2,000 calories at the end of the day. If you go off adding an extra meal into your day thinking that, oh, 4 meals might suit me better, and you go eating an extra 666, what you're actually after doing is you have to turn the 2,000 calories into 2,666 calories, which is what you don't want, because remember, you're here to drop body fat and lose weight, and that's going to be dictated by that calorie balance at the end of the day. So again, if you prefer 3 of those main meals, let's just pretend that those meals were 600 each. Now you have 66, 66, and 66 calories to play over with, whatever that is. I'm not going to get a calculator out. But yeah, that should make sense in that format. The only other point I'm going to bring up then is on a meal by meal basis is muscle retention, or holding on to as much muscle as you can when you're losing body fat, okay? Because that's essentially what you're doing. If somebody's a beginner, they have the potential to gain a small bit of muscle while they're losing body weight and body fat. But let's just pretend that you're training for a year already and you're used to kind of eating and training in the gym, whatever it is, 3 or 4 times a week, right? A rough guideline is to get in 20 to 40 grams of protein per meal, right? So each of these meals should be 20 to 40 grams. Obviously, if you're a small lady and you're only eating 3 meals a day, I would try and err up on the, let's say, 30 to 40 gram range there. And likewise, if you're eating 5 main meals a day, you could afford to have, like, let's say, a lower protein scale on a per meal by meal basis. But let's just pretend that I required, I don't know, 160 grams of protein. Again, you could divide it up in months a day depending on how many meals you eat, roughly. But again, it's not a bad target to follow, like 20 to 40 grams per meal on a per meal by meal basis that you're getting in protein, based off 3 to 5 meals spread over a day. And again, that's going to come back to priorities number 1 and 2 for you. What is your preference? What is your lifestyle? And hopefully that answers that. Chat to you soon. Bye bye.